Besides this trusty companion, what is it that could help you navigate this journey of parenthood just a little bit better right now? If you find that you're running on fumes, this video is for you. So let's be honest. For the last few months or years, you've lived off of too little sleep while catering to tiny little ones. You've put everyone else's needs before your own. You've given out. You've paid out. You've talked yourself to complete and utter exhaustion. You've been the master of science projects and nursery rhymes, and you have rowed your boat right off the cliff. So now what? What's in it for you? Well, my friends, it's recess time. Yes, you get recess too. We parents, we get recess too. Yes. You might be thinking, what does that even look like for me? Well, let me share for you what recess looks like for me. Right now, anytime that I can be completely home alone, that means 5 of the 6 Scots in my house are gone. First thing I like to do is just get somewhere comfortable, probably under a blanket, and binge watch YouTube. And not talk, right? So that's what I love. But let's talk about some more practical steps to make this not so happenstance, which it admittedly is for me. It's happenstance. But let's make it more intentional this year. We'll talk about some practical steps here. The first one, we're going to start small. We're going to start by carving out just 15 minutes a day, just for you. 15 minutes. This is a 15-minute leave of absence. And what you're going to do is you're going to set some boundaries around this time. So as you're setting these boundaries, what interruptions are allowed, what interruptions are not allowed, who is allowed to interrupt you, who is not allowed to interrupt you. Now, if you have infants or toddlers, they kind of run the show right now. But if your children are older, if you have school-age children and they understand the language you're speaking, you can say to them, hey, from 4 to 4:15, this is mommy's time. You're not allowed to bother me. And I mean, sometimes the boundaries have to be physical boundaries, like you hiding in an attic or stepping outside, maybe sitting in your car in your parking space or your driveway. That's okay. But you need to set boundaries for this 15-minute luxury you time. It's essential, and I guarantee you, it will give you that reset for your day that nothing else can give you. You can also start communicating this new boundary with your partner. So I recommend if you guys have a shared family calendar, be it online or just something that you have in your home, visible where everyone can see, you'll block off that time, 4 to 4:15, mommy is away, right? And that kind of gets the message across to everyone that for this 15 minutes, mommy is not accessible. And it's just going to make you a better person. The second thing I want you to start working on is building your support system. So you can consider things like trading childcare with another friend's child or with family children. You keep their children for a couple of hours, they keep your children for a couple of hours. You can also schedule regular me time slots, maybe longer periods. So I talked about the first time that 15 minutes per day. If you want a longer period, maybe an hour, it's probably not feasible for that to be every day. It sounds great, and we'll all get there one day. But if you want a longer period, maybe think about once a week. Once a week on such and such day, 1 hour belongs to you. And don't feel guilty if you need to hire someone. Maybe you need homework help so that you can just read a book, just a chapter, or you need to hire help just to give yourself a breather. That's okay too. And then the last thing I want you guys to do is create a list of things that you enjoy, a list of things that maybe you want to purchase, a list of places you want to go. I have a list in an app on my phone of things I want to purchase this year. And some of them are products, like maybe an expensive hair tool. Some of them are courses that I would use for my business. Some of them are experiences, like getting my nails done, getting my hair done, a massage, things like that. And the whole reason why I want you to write these things down is because it puts it in the forefront of your mind as often as you check that list. So for me, I'm always in the Notes app. Every single day, I'm in the Notes app for one reason or another, and that will pop up. List of things Kendra wants to buy in 2025, and I'll see it, or I'll see a preview of it. And because of how distraction works for me, I'll click on it, and there we are. I'm in the app looking at the things I want to buy this year. So for you, I want you to just make a list, write down some things that you want to purchase, no matter how trivial or how extravagant. Just write them down, and you'll be surprised how much you're able to accomplish this year just because you continuously see that. You'll start to purpose within yourself to make strides and make steps to attain that object. So here's what we're going to do. Taking care of you is very important. You know the airline adage that you have to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you help your children. Well, it's not being selfish, but it's actually essential. So that's what we're going to do right now. With making these lists and blocking out this time for ourselves, we are putting the oxygen mask on ourselves so that we can be better people, better parents, providers, and caregivers to the ones we love and cherish the most. So here's to a new year. Here's to taking better care of ourselves and giving ourselves a well-needed break. What I'd love for you to do in the comments below is let me know what one thing, one action step after watching this video you're going to implement into your daily, weekly, or monthly schedule that will allow you to have more you time. Let me know in the comments. So cheers, and I look forward to seeing you on another episode with Coffee with Dr. K.